No, 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 no. Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy, blessed Monday to those of y'all that are tuning in. Whether you are live or catching this thing on the replay, I pray that you guys have had an amazing weekend and that it has been exactly what God needed it to be. More so, I pray that you guys woke up feeling motivated, feeling encouraged, feeling the peace that can only come from God. Our declaration, and I feel like I have not broadcasted on YouTube in a few days. Y'all, I have been resting. I have been on TikTok some, but this weekend was one of those weekends where I was so busy on Saturday that Sunday with the rain, y'all, apart from house chores, y'all, I rested. I did absolutely, stop, Bo. I did absolutely nothing. And so as you guys are coming in, our declaration is God has not forgotten about you. I don't know who needs to hear this on this morning, but as I was praying and I was seeking God concerning what he needed me to talk about on this morning, the word that he wanted me to release here on YouTube is that he has not forgotten about you. I know a lot of times, when we're going throughout different seasons, not even just a wilderness, not even just a Job season, but there are many moments within all of our lives where sometimes we literally feel like God has forgotten about us. We feel left out of the equation sometimes. And sometimes, it looks as if God is present in everybody else's life and that he's just kind of on the sidelines watching our lives go whatever way it's going at that time. This revelation kind of stemmed from a moment that I had it was yesterday, and it really blessed me, and to the point where it drew me to like tears, and it was a mixed emotion kind of tears. But I had gone to Sam's with my mom yesterday, and I'm just gonna share this. And I'm one of those people where I'm just good to people. And I think even as like the ministry is taking off on TikTok, like I'm realizing that a lot of times when I go to these stores, people will literally stop me and say like, are you the person, are you the girl from TikTok? And so it's been a very humbling, it's been a very grateful time for me just to be able to impact people that are here locally. And a lot of times these people don't say anything. And so anyway, I'd gone to Sam's with my mom, and I knew I have a friend that works there, and I don't see her often, but every blue moon I will run into her. I think I saw her maybe a few years ago. That was the last time. And so it was one of those things where immediately when I saw her, she was just talking about how she found me on TikTok, and it was just a joy and it was pleasant. And so one of the things that she told me was, T, before you leave, please find me. And so, we go on, and my mom got me like some protein powder, and I had to re-up on like salmon for my diet plan, just a few small things. And so, of course, as I was leaving, God told me, go and find her, because usually when stuff like that happens, y'all, I'm gonna just be real. If I don't see you when I'm walking out, I just see you the next time. But there was just an urgency, and I'm going somewhere with this, to find my friend. And so I found her, and she gave me a hug and just really poured so much love into me that when I got to the car, hey, Miss Allen, hey, Miss Baldwin, when I got to the car, I was not expecting, I had hugged her when I came in, so I didn't know why she wanted me to see her, but just the type of embrace that she gave, I just knew like this was God. And so when I got to the car after I left Sam's, and it's making me emotional even now, I said, Lord, I didn't even realize how much I needed that hug and those words of encouragement. I'm going somewhere with this. And I mean, my eyes were just watery. They're watery now. But I said, Lord, I didn't even realize just how much I needed just a hug and for someone just to speak life into me and just really, she gave me my flowers. And that's a term that that a lot of people use, give people their flowers, meaning love on people while they're here. And as I was just talking to God about it, because it really moved me, I wasn't expecting it, but it was also something that I did not know. What's up, Pastor? But I didn't know how much I needed just that, what many people would call random moment. And so as I was talking to God, the Lord said, there we go. The Lord said, do you not see that I haven't forgotten about you? Because even for me with what I do, I'm always pouring into other people. I'm always giving other people those words of encouragement. I'm always the one that is, loving on other people, but I rarely get that, in return. I can't tell y'all the last time my mama hugged me. That's just to the degree that like it is. And even though I'm not sad about that, I don't get, worn down about it. It was one of those things where it was like, I had a moment where I just felt like, God, you didn't forget about me, right? Because a lot of times when we're the giver, when we're chosen, a lot of times when you're chosen, you spend a lot of your energy, a lot of your time pouring into other people, loving on other people, listening to their problems, encouraging them. And sometimes in those moments when you're encouraging other people and loving on them, you're giving them the very thing that like you need. And so God continued. He said, in this season, I'm going to be moving in unexpected ways that let my children know I did not forget about them. I didn't forget about all the moments where they extended prayer when they themselves needed prayer. God is saying, I'm moving in such a way where they will know I didn't forget about the time when they gave someone else love when they themselves were not getting that in return. He's saying, tell them that like, I'm about to be moving in such a way, right? Where, that lets them know I saw all the times when they spoke, a word of encouragement, when they gave someone a smile, when they, sowed into someone's life and they themselves were in need at that very moment. Like this is a part of God just restoring, which is why it made me so emotional. And it's really sad because I'm like, God, I've just gotten accustomed to encouraging people. I've gotten accustomed to being the one to pour into anyone that I really was not expecting for someone to do that to me. It moved me, and I knew that was God's way of saying, I see you. Even in this comeback season, a part of that comeback season means that we're going to be experiencing moments where God moves in such a way that simply lets us know that he sees us. Because in the world that we live in, and even on the journey sometime that God has us on, a lot of times it does feel like we go unseen, like our needs go unnoticed, like our prayers go unheard. But the Lord says in this season, you will know that he sees you. You will know that he paid attention to it all. You will understand. And for some of you guys, you may have an emotional moment like I did. It still moves my heart because I'm just like, Lord, I really wasn't expecting that. Just the type of embrace. It was a loving embrace. And just the words that she just spoke into my spirit. And so that was the word that God wanted me to give those of you guys that are here. This is your season. This is your time. And it's not just your season and your time to elevate, to prosper, to be blessed. But for a lot of us, it is our time to be loved on, to be encouraged, to be poured into, to be blessed, to be favored. And it's just literally God saying, I'm now returning to you what you so freely gave and sacrificially gave to other people when you yourself were going through. Hey, Alyssa, how you doing? He wants me to say that again. Like for many people, like a comeback season isn't just about the tangible things. It isn't just about the tangible growth, the money, the elevation, the progress that we see. But for many people, this season will also encompass God replenishing us and giving back to us what we've given to other people. And I always tell people that what you make happen for someone else, God makes happen for you. And that's not always, no, Bo, don't drink my water. And that's not always a financial thing. You know, we can give to other people in so many different ways, whether it's prayer, whether it is a word of encouragement, whether, you know, we're giving them our time. But the Lord says it is your time now to receive what you so freely gave. And that is the word. I'm not going to add anything else to it. I'm not going to take away anything from it. That was what it was, point blank, period. It's your time for God to give to you what you freely gave to other people. And I think, you know, too, you know, a part of like in our processes, giving so much and so much of ourselves, you know, so much of the love of Christ that's within us to other people. A lot of times when you give on that level, sometimes it does make you feel like people don't see you. Sometimes it makes you feel, hey, Miss Jennifer, sometimes it makes you feel like God doesn't see you, like he's not honoring, you know, what you're sacrificially and freely giving to other people. And so it's God's way of saying, like, I remember how you felt. I remember that you thought I wasn't paying attention. I remember. But in this season, as tangible things will happen to us, great tangible things, blessings, the Lord is saying also, Bo, stop. The Lord is also saying, please be prepared for those moments. No, Bo Brady. Please be prepared for those moments where he simply gives us the things that we gave that were not so tangible, whether it's time, whether it's love, whether it's prayer, whether it's words of encouragement, whether it's gifts, you know, whether it's words of affirmation. But this is really a season where God is saying, now let me pour into your cup. And so that is the broadcast. To those of you guys that feel led to sow, you absolutely can sow. You let God lead you. To those of you guys that need to book a session, you can book a session. The links are always in the description of every single video. I don't have a seed title, but you label it, you know, whatever God leads you to label it if you are sowing. If you're not sowing, please take the word anyway and apply it to your life. And so also, if you have not given this broadcast, this message, a thumbs up, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And so that is it, y'all. We will be going live on TikTok. God has given me a profound word for TikTok on this morning in about 25 minutes. And so I want to encourage you guys, if you're not already tuned in there, to go ahead and follow the ministry there. Also, well, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. But that is it, y'all. Oh, this is what I was going to say. If you're just now coming in, like, please just scroll back and watch this video from the beginning. I've only been on here about 14 minutes. It ain't going to take long out of your time, but the message will be one that blesses you tremendously. And so that is it. I love y'all. I'm rooting for you. And so until next time, y'all.